Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Saturday, the 30th of December, 2023. Certainly a completely different kind of day from what yesterday was. A day where we were focusing pretty much solely on endgame content in two games that I've been playing for quite some time, seeking to see if we could either get near the end or finish them. And I got some updates on that. But before we get to that, the Level 1 podcast today tackled a big issue, a big piece of gaming news that's going on right now. Bobby Kotick has officially stepped down as the CEO of Activision Blizzard. But the question is, how did he stay CEO for so long? If all these problems were supposedly arising at the company, what was he doing right? What was he doing wrong? We had a big discussion about that on today's Level 1 podcast. So if you're interested in that whole topic, give it a look. It was a big segment. People had a lot to say about it, including me, but also others were chiming in, which was really useful. And I had a really good time with that. So that was good. And then we jumped into Robocop Rogue City. Now, basically, people could not gauge how long it was going to take for me to beat this game. Some people were saying, oh, this is going to take multiple daytime streams. And others were like, nah, you're right at the end. So it was kind of like a disagreement of opinion. It took me 2 hours. It was multiple action segments left in the game that we got through. Pretty exciting stuff, actually. I would say, no exaggeration, this felt like the epic ending to like a really cool 1980s action movie, or even like a movie series. Like there was that much going on with like a big ending to a big antagonist, but then there was a twist and there was more going on and big action-packed segments, big boss fights, big epic ending, and the game even had a really awesome epilogue to let you know what happened to all the characters that you had helped and befriended over the course of the game. It was superbly done. Like I've been telling you guys, I felt like this is almost like another Deus Ex. That's kind of what it felt like when I beat it. I was like, wow, blown away by the quality of this game. So if you didn't see the final two parts, they're live on the channel. Give them a look. They were really good. And then I did an extra hour because I had an extra hour on the stream. I beat the game early, where I just hung out with the audience and did some open Q&A, and that was really fun too. So good stuff, and I hope you'll check out the conclusion of Robocop and this hour of impromptu Q&A. Now, in regards to the night stream, here we go again, because I was expecting that tonight's Like a Dragon guidance stream was going to be a relaxing stream with a lot of interaction with the audience, and it was going to be the polar opposite of last night, where I got so frustrated at playing Street Fighter. Now, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of interaction with the audience, there was good conversation, there was actually good engagement and support, but tonight, my goal was to complete the Coliseum missions and take out the 4 kings, who are this optional boss series of fights. That's the final major side mission of the game. After you're done with that, there's literally nothing major left in the game but the story, and maybe like there's one other side mission to trade in some earrings or something. So we're like at the very end of the game. I'm like, I want to finish this Coliseum stuff. And tonight started off good. Basically what we did, we grinded a few times and got our guys leveled up, and then started doing the first mission. It was a one-on-one fight with one of the 4 kings, and I beat him pretty easily. It wasn't challenging. I was like, oh, good. So then we go to the next one. The next one's a team battle, where it's 3 of the 4 kings and a bunch of minions. We go to do it, so we kill all the minions, but my team literally can't put a dent into the 4 kings' characters. Like, their health is just not going down, and I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Like, I don't get it. And I realized, you know, maybe what they're actually expecting you to do is to finish up with the actual regular team battles. They call them Hell Team Rumbles at the platinum level. Beat all those first, level all your guys up to maximum level, which is level 20 in this game, is the maximum level for your teammates in the Coliseum. So maybe that's what they want you to do, then go back and finish the 4 kings fights. And I'm like, you know, I'm not opposed to that. If I do those fights in the Coliseum, you earn a ton of currency. You can use that to level your character up and keep going, so you get benefit. It's not like, oh, you're wasting your time. You're going to get achievement points. You're going to actually get Kiryu completely powered up with damage and HP. So that's exactly what we did. And I got through all of the platinum fights, all 9 of them. There's 10 total. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pretty much no problem. And we did have to grind on like stage 4 a bit to get the guys up. We had like, out of the 10 guys on your team, like 7 of them are like level 20 now. So they're maxed. You can't get them any higher. They can't possibly be any stronger. And most of these guys are gold. I have a couple silvers and like 1 bronze, but most of the guys on the team are gold level. They're kicking ass. They're doing real good, right? So I'm like, okay, let's do the final fight for platinum. And let's see how it goes. The final fight for Platinum, you have to fight 5 mini-boss characters and a bunch of minions on a rooftop. It's actually the rooftop from Yakuza 4 from the final boss fight. I thought that was really neat that they brought that back. Kind of an Easter egg for longtime Yakuza fans like me. We go to do it, and I get down to the very end. Like, no exaggeration, one guy left, couldn't do it, ran out of time. I was like, oh, let's try it again. Same exact thing. Get down to the very end, almost ready. I was like, all right, so here's what we got to do. We got to level up the guys who are on my team all to level 20. Let's get them all maxed. When everyone's maxed, now we should be able to steamroll through this final fight. So that's what we did. We grinded on one of the stages and basically got everyone up to like level, I think there's like 3 characters who aren't level 20, but almost everyone on the team's level 20. So now I go back to do the fight. The fight's harder. I was like, wait, what? Oh no. Don't tell me this is one of those fucking games where they artificially scale the difficulty. Because you leveled up, they made the fight harder. Now, here's the thing. All night, I'm leveling up Kiryu. I maximized his damage output. He can't possibly deal any more damage in the game. I leveled his health up by like 50%. So now, like, basically, there's no excuse here. Kiryu is just a killing machine, right? I'm activating the fight. I'm going into it with full heat. Activating, doing combos, windmills on everyone, taking out multiple enemies, right? Throwing my gadgets, pulling the enemies towards me, getting more heat. And I get to the end of the fight, we still can't win. I grinded that final fight for over a half an hour tonight. It's just, it won't let you win. No matter what, there's always something that happens. Okay, I'm on a roll. Oh, a guy stuck up behind you couldn't see from off camera. I hit you with a chainsaw. All your heat's gone. Can't do your heat combo. Or, for some reason, mysteriously, the AI teammates don't want to do any damage this time. So they just stand there like dunces, not attacking. You can't kill everyone yourself. You lose. And I'm thinking to myself, how is it that the first 2 runs that I tried on this final stage I was this close to winning? Like, the final enemy only had like 1 health bar left, but we ran out of time. Now I'm going into it. All my teammates have leveled up to level 20. I'm doing more damage, but it's harder. So either one of 2 things. Either your teammates, as they level up, get worse. And what I mean by that is, even though they may have more health, they just stand around. Their AI actually gets dumber as they get higher level, and they don't attack as much, meaning you have to do all the work yourself. Or the game actually scales health and damage output and difficulty based on how, your character's levels, which is bullshit. It should never do that. The whole point of a Coliseum challenge like this is that you're supposed to be able to grind your way to victory. That's the point of it. Not, oh, grind your way to victory, but it's still hard, just as hard, if not harder than before, because we raised everyone else's level around you. Like, imagine if you're in an RPG and you're in the final dungeon, and the enemies seem too strong. So you leave the dungeon, you grind for 5 hours, you come back, all the enemies have leveled up just as much as you did, so they're still too hard to beat. You can't beat the game. Why would it do that? I don't know. So we're at the end of the night, and I'm frustrated, and this sucks because I'm looking for a late night chill stream. And I'm like pissed at the end of the stream. I'm like, why did they do this? We're at the end. This is the end. There's nothing else to do besides this final fight and the final 4 Kings fights. I need to be able to win these to do the final mission, and then we can beat the game, do the story, finish the game. So, for as well as I did with Robocop today and finished it early, now this Like a Dragon Gaiden playthrough is extended and not ending and going on endlessly. From what my wife told me, there's around 3 hours left of story in the game. So I can't even beat this game on a night stream. Even if I wanted to, we're not able to. Okay? So, yeah, I'm going to be honest with all of you. I'm pretty darn frustrated about this. I think we should have wrapped it up tonight, the Coliseum, and been heading into the story, and maybe one more stream on Tuesday night, and we would have been done. Instead, now I have to find a way to squeeze this further into my schedule when I'm ready to move on to other playthroughs because they fucked up the Coliseum. I mean, that's pretty bad. The thing is, the rest of the game has been great. I didn't even have a complaint until tonight. I thought the game was outstanding. They really didn't know what they were doing with this Coliseum. It's like they wanted to make it tedious and annoying rather than fun. And that is disappointing when the rest of the game is so good. So anyway, overall, still had a great time, interacted with my stream. It was one of the more supported Like a Dragon streams that I've done in ages, which is really nice. It's just frustrating that we didn't get as much done as I would have liked to, okay? So anyway, tonight, right now, I'm going to upload, and then I'm going to make the playlist for tomorrow's React show. Tomorrow, it's going to be the Level 1 podcast, followed by DSP versus the Internet, the React show on DSP Reacts, the last one of the year, by the way. And then tomorrow night, we're doing a premiere of Sea of Stars on the late stream. I'm excited for this because this is the game that won Indie Game of the Year at the Game Awards. When it came out, everyone was telling me that it's great. It plays like Chrono Trigger, and it has great story elements and all this stuff. And I'm looking forward to trying it and haven't had an opportunity because when it came out in the late summer, I was finishing my own Chrono Trigger playthrough. And now, we actually have finally opportunity to give it a shot. So we're going to try it out starting tomorrow night. And hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. It'll get addictive. I want to play more of it. But we're going to have to wait a little bit to play it again because I have to finish Like a Dragon now. It's going to take longer than I expected, but that's life, I guess, right? Anyway, so good stuff. Great progress. Fun. And frustration with Like a Dragon. I guess that's life. I just can't get a day without any frustration these days. Hopefully tomorrow will be one, okay? Anyway, I want to thank you all. Great streaming night. I hope to see you all in the morning for the final react show of the year. And if you want to hang out with me on New Year's Eve to check out Sea of Stars, hey, I'll be here ready to have fun with you. All right, guys? Thank you so very much. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. See you in the morning, and peace out.